Hi guys, Anthony here, Georgia Sunbelt. I'm going to call this little series the refurbishment or the redo of Dick's Auto Part Shop. Auto Shop? Yeah, Dick's Auto Body Shop. I'm talking over a couple of pictures here that I'm going to have up that are up. I got this kit in a box of stuff that a friend gave me about a year or so ago. I made a video of all the stuff that was in that box. I decided I was going to try something. If this turns out good, I'll finish the video. If not, you'll never see it. But I the kit was not built very well. When it was taking off the sprues, they did not, sand the flashing off and things like that. So the kit didn't go together very well, and you can see, especially in the corners of the building, how it's not very well put together. So what I decided to do was to see if I can take it apart and redo it. Just something I just wanted to try if I could do it. So I did get it apart. I was able to take a number 11 knife, and you can see how these fit together like that. There was tons of, I don't know what kind of glue that was used, that was in these joints. Whoops. I was able to take the knife and go between these pieces, just slice it down, and I was able to pull this apart without breaking it. I was amazed. So I took the kit apart and then sanded the sides down, sanded the glue joints down and other places where it wasn't fitting together, just to get it to fit together. So I've taken it and I took it outside and I put a coat of dull coat on it. Actually, it was not dull coat, it was I forget the brand name, but anyhow, it was one of the big cans that was just a matte finish. And so now I saw this stuff in this paint here. Hopefully this is focusing in Hobby Lobby. It says whitewash, like 80 cents I think it was. So I was like, okay, let's see what whitewash is. If it doesn't work well, I lose 80 cents. But I'll figure out a way to use it anyway. So I put it off in this little cup right here, and it is way too thick for a wash, so I did have to add water in it. So I don't know how you would make a white wash. It was just as thick as white paint to me. So I put it in the cup, added some water to really make a wash out of it, and I'm going to put a wash on the outside of this, outside of all these pieces that I've taken apart. So I'll be back to show you that after I'm done. Oh, one of the things I forgot to mention was that this building has like supposedly a stone finish. Three sides have like they're tiny little pebbles, like a little pebble stone finish. And the one I just whitewashed over here, I think you can see that, but if not, I'm gonna move it here. I just washed over there, had a larger stone finish. Now, I'm from the South, and my railroads supposedly replicates the South. I don't believe I've ever seen a building like this built in the South, but as we say, it's my railroad, so I'm going to go ahead and redo it, and I'm going to have a stone building in the South. And one of the things I am going to do, I've been searching for pictures, looking at stone buildings to try and figure out how to paint these and whatnot. So I'll throw a couple of pictures up in a few, I guess, and hopefully I'll be able to replicate those. But first, let's just do this whitewash and let that dry out, and I'll come back and then I'll spray it again with dull coat, and then I'll come back and I'm going to paint over some of these individual stones and this big one right here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the little pebbles. Every pebble building I was able to find, and I'll throw up some pictures too, some of them were brown, all brown, some of them were all gray. There were very few, but then I found some that actually had a little color to them, to the individual pebbles, and these are very, very little. I do have a very, very little brush, so I might try and dab a little brown or different color, darker gray or a little black on some of these pebbles, just to break up this the grayness. So bear with me. Hey guys, it's a new day. I didn't do any more after I recorded that last segment. I just kept fiddling around with this, trying to put the whitewash on it. I guess originally I made it too thin, and it was a little bit runny. So this has actually got 3 different attempts on it, because every time I did it and wait the 10-15 minutes before I would wipe it off, all the mortar in between the stones came off too. So I think I did this piece like 4 times, and hopefully when I go in and do the individual stones, the mortar joint area will stand out more. What I found was, and I didn't pay attention at first, I should have, was that the stones actually have grooves in them also. So the wash is also down in the stones. So I'm not sure what method I'm going to try to highlight the stones. Dry brush, that's probably the best way. Try and dry brush them. And individual ones, and bring them out, because I've seen the pictures I found have brown stones, black stones, gray stones. Got all different colors. So that's what's going to happen with that. This piece with the individual pebble stones, well, I did this one probably 2 or 3 times. I can't remember anyway. The wash is inside of is in the grooves, and then depending on what angle you're looking at this, it looks like the stone tops are washed, but they're not. If you look at it straight on, you can tell that the gray stone tops are there, and the wash is in the cracks. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave this way or attempt to try and color the stones a little bit. Right now I don't know how to do that without getting stuff down inside of where the mortar joint should be. So more to come on that. The roof I didn't talk about before. I didn't attempt to take this air conditioner or vent off the roof. It's in there pretty good. They did a good job gluing that. Well, I did try it once, but I didn't continue because I didn't want to break it. It looks like the roof, when they did the mold, they tried to imitate like a stone roof or a gravel roof. Don't look too good. I have matte finished this roof. What I'm going to attempt to do here is just go ahead and paint it, and then sprinkle the gravel roof material I have on it, and hopefully it stays. The last 2 times I did this, I used the white glue. If you guys remember, some of you may, when I did this on a couple of other buildings. I'm just going to try a different method, and hopefully the stone material will stay attached once the paint dries. So more to come on Dick's Auto Body Shop. Hi guys, I'm back with Dick's Auto Body Shop. So I'm about 90% or so finished with this little project, so I decided this would be a final video of it, because the rest of the stuff I got to do, it's not that big a deal. So let's just start off with the roof here. I did add the gravel roofing material to it. I painted the roof, and then I sprinkled the gravel stuff on, and it stuck pretty good. So I like that method better than using 50/50 or white glue. I hand painted this little exhaust thing. It's a metallic silver. What I think I'm going to do is go back and add some little rust to it, some streaks and things like that. Also, to get the plasticky look and darken the outline of the roof with some dark gray paint also. It had a fake light right here, so I drilled that out and I put in this Woodland Scenics light that I'm going to use there. I painted the garage doors. It's it's a spray paint. I think it's called platinum metallic. I think that's what it was called, platinum metallic. And so I spray painted those doors with that. The doors didn't have any fake windows or cellophane or clear plastic. So I do have some clear plastic that I'm gonna put on the back side of those, and so it will have some like window, the window effect. I hand painted these window frames the same as I did with the roof of this, not the roof, the exhaust fan, and I still had to put the windows back in there. Those did have the windows in. I was able to get them out. I tried to add some effects by putting these little streaks in where vehicles would be driving in and out over that little concrete piece. But on to where I know that I am not an artist. I tried a few different things with these the little gravel stuff or stone, those small stone size. It just turns out, for me, maybe a better artist, painter, whatever, would do a better job. I'll show you the back. This is where I made the biggest mess. I was trying to dry brush on some like a burnt umber color to get some brown effects. Didn't do a very good job, I guess, as you can see. So what I decided to do, I just left it. But for the rest of the building, on this side, I just kind of dry brushed over it with, so like it's a tan color with this side and the front that you've already seen. I tried using some white glue. The sign was kind of peeling off. I kind of brushed on a little bit of white glue back there, and then I clipped it to hold it, but it didn't do very well, so I just left it. The Coke sign is kind of peeling off a little bit. I may try that with the white glue also and see how I do. The last thing I'll show you is what I did with the stone side here. I wish the whole building looked like this. I just used different grays and browns, burnt umber, burnt sienna, brown, dark gray, black, blah, blah, blah. Just to highlight some of these side stones to make it try and look like a real stone building. Don't know how well I did. I'll just let you guys be the judge of that. So, like I said, about 90% complete with this. The rest of the stuff, I'll get to it sooner or later. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to view this little project I was working on. If you're already a subscriber. If you're not, still appreciate that. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I appreciate that also. But appreciate you guys, all my subscribers, taking the time to follow me and watch my videos and see the mess that I make. So you guys have a good Sunday afternoon. It's about a little after 5 now. I wanted to do a layout update. I don't know if I'm going to get to it this evening, but I'll get to it sometime this week. And then you'll see where this building is going to be sitting. All right? So you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.